Hey everyone, welcome to part 15 of this collaborative playthrough of Final Fantasy X-2. In the last episode, we focused on the Gunner's Gauntlet. Well, have some news for you. It's done. Zack managed to do it, but Blitzballmania managed to do it.
We got there, yeah. We got some accessories. I would like to go over what the accessories do. So some of them are like not that good.
But hey, we could sell some of them for a Walker's debt.
That is true. A lot of them are gonna be like sellable for sure. That's actually the one thing I like about this. Like one of the things I like about this game is like adamantite, if I am not mistaken. It sells for 1 gil. And I think it's almost to signify like this is important, don't sell it. So a lot of our stuff that sells for 1 gil we'll just keep because it's not worth selling. But like we got like a power wrist that could be sold if we don't want to use that. I mean total bounty, if you will, or plunder. We got a power wrist which increases strength by 20. We got a silver bracer, which increases MP by 40%. We got a titanium bangle, which increases HP by 40%. We also got the Mortal Coil garment grid and Enigma plate garment grid. Enigma plate, I think we covered last time, does magic defense.
Yeah, we did, and it's a bit of an annoying one because you have to go through a lot of gates to get to whatever. Like, yeah.
And Mortal Coil does itch proof. That's surprising. I thought it'd do like death or something. Itch proof.
Itch proof.
I think itch proof is.
I think it's a status where it makes you change your dress sphere.
I think it prevents you from changing your dress sphere if you've got itchy on.
Maybe, I don't know, but
yeah, which is I have personally never had a use for that. But like, I don't know, maybe there's a reason. It's kind of, I don't know.
Stupid question. Like... Can you sell garment grids that you don't want or need, or I suppose not, no?
No, they're key items. You can't sell them.
Right, okay.
But yeah, in terms of other items we got beaded brooch, which where is that actually? Oh, it's right there. Guards against silence and darkness. Nice. Diamond gloves, which increase defense by 40. Fairy earrings, which we actually already had a pair of. Guards against confusion and berserk. Some of these come with stat changes too. Like I think fairy earrings gives you like +5 magic and magic defense. It's stuff like that. The big benefit is adamantite. Provides incredible defense, but is miserably heavy. So adamantite, what that does is it
increases your magic defense and defense by 120.
Yeah, so it gives you defense and magic defense plus 120. It gives you plus 50% HP. It gives you auto protect, auto shell. It does reduce your agility by 30.
Oh, so, that's quite a lot actually when you think about it, though.
It is, yeah. Like looking at Yuna right now, it would have her agility, but it would make her
very very defensively strong.
Yeah, more HP, auto protect, auto shell. Defense and magic defense would be kind of off the charts.
So even though it gives you some good stuff, the agility boost could sort of be kind of bad at the same time in a sense.
Yeah, it really depends on how you build around it, right?
And who you're fighting at the time.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, very true.
As for the power wrist, I don't know if that could be useful or not. The strength plus 20 or whatever it is. I don't know if that could be useful or not, say for someone if they had Dark Knight. But I'm sure there are other better items you can get later on, kind of thing, so...
There are. I would say, looking over what we have Muscle Belt and Gauntlets on Riku. So that's Strength and Defense plus 10 for Muscle Belt, and Strength and Defense plus 5 for Gauntlets. If we want to make a change, we could give Riku Power Wrist to make her stronger.
We quite easily
at the
could.
sacrifice of 5 defense.
It's only 5 though, isn't it? It's not like 30.
Yeah, it should be pretty negligible for the loss.
Should we do it?
I think that'd be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think go for it. Are we keeping her in Thief for now? I think it's wise, don't you, at the moment?
Yeah, she's currently a thief. I think it's working out pretty well. I think so, at least, yeah.
Me too, yeah.
And then I think Yuna has a pretty obvious upgrade if we want. So she has 2 Iron Bangles on, which increase her HP by 20%. If we want to keep that strategy, we can give her
a titanium bangle.
Yeah, it's just better, right? It's strictly better than what she had on before. So.
Well, we're used to 2 of them, so yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And then I don't even know. Pain has circlets on, so that's plus 10 magic, defense, and magic. But there's really nothing we got that's
I think keep them on, to be honest, because that's like plus 20 in both. So.
Yeah. It is funny looking at, like, if I remove 1 for Adamantite, her magic defense becomes 253 out of 255.
What?
It becomes max. It's ridiculous. That's just silly. Yeah, for garment grids they have Helios Guard, which is SOS Protect. I don't know. I still kind of feel like that makes sense. I wasn't really that impressed with either of the garment grids. Like, one was magic defense up, which we could use if we get into a specific fight that requires that.
Yeah.
I mean, was it just
I don't think we need to at the moment. I think we're doing okay.
Yeah, I think we're fine, yeah. And
I mean, Riku now is going to do mega damage because that strength increase is going to really help her, to be honest.
It should be good. It should be good for sure. But yeah, that's kind of the numbers. I think we're done and beside.
The only thing we'll have to come back for eventually later on is publicity.
Yes, yeah, we have to do publicity.
But we could do what we did before, go to every location and just snap it out before we go to Chateau LeBlanc.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Like, that's how I like doing it, just so like we're focused on one thing.
I agree. Makes the most sense, yeah.
Yeah. But,
right, so let's build airship.
Perfect. Alright. You can always talk to Riku and Pain as well, see what they say. They don't have too much to say this time. Forget spear hunting, it's time for syndicate hunting. Stealing people's clothes, what a lame mission. That's what Pain thinks. Sorry, no leads on any uniforms. Let's head to Kilika, if kind of going chronologically, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like a 5-second stop.
The Gull Wings, was it not? Sphere hunters that give back spheres. Don't you think that's a little odd? Of course, we're glad you're on the Youth League side, but still.
Cool. So we can talk to Donna here. We're having a little spat with New Yevon. Just what I needed. No rest for the weary, dear. You may want to keep your distance from the island for a little while. It's fair.
So when can we get a reward for the squatter monkey thing that we did?
I think chapter 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also have to look at Youth League headquarters in Chapter 3. I actually don't even think that's for percentage. That's just for doing it. You get it. I think you also get an item. But we got Turbo Ether there. That's good. And that's kind of it. Yeah, there's really nothing else to do in Kilika.
Okay. Moving on. That's a very quick stop. You can talk to Riku here. She says, maybe it's me, but I think we were just kicked out. And then Pain, they're too busy fighting amongst themselves to have time for outsiders like us. That's fair. They are too busy fighting amongst themselves. They really are. And next is Luca. Picked up a popular sphere cast coming out of Luca. I think the goal is to get on the air. Got 2 light curtains.
Hello and good afternoon, Luca. This is Shalinda bringing you all the
look
latest
who
news
it
from
is.
throughout Spira. These days, everyone's talking about the groups battling throughout Spira for control of the spheres.
It's Shalinda.
Let's start with the Youth League. From its leader, Maven Nuge, on down, their ranks are made up mostly of former Crusaders. Fresh off its attack on Kilika Temple, the Youth League is sending shockwaves throughout Spira. Pairing off against them is none other than New Yevon. All eyes were on them after the New Yevon chairman's sudden resignation. Chaos seemed inevitable. But their newly appointed leader, Praetor Baralai, has held them together with utmost finesse. Another group turning a lot of heads is the Machine Faction, an Albed organization. They've managed to distance themselves from the sphere struggle embroiling Spira. But their unmatched technological prowess could well be enough to dramatically shift the balance of power. And let's not forget the LeBlanc Syndicate, the gang with a style all its own. Headquartered at Chateau LeBlanc in Guadalcanal, its agents span the globe. But lately, there's one group in particular that's been drawing all kinds of attention. That's right, the only group led by a high summoner, the Goldwings! And now, here's today's special guest, High Summoner Yuna.
Huh? Break a leg.
Lady Yuna, your concert the other day was nothing short of spectacular.
Well, it was sort of me up there, but not exactly.
Puzzling words, to be sure. And speaking of puzzling, why the sudden career change to spear hunting? It sounds like you caused quite a stir with that disappearing act you pulled on Besaid.
And I'm very sorry about that.
Rumor has it you left the island looking for clues about a certain young man. Anything you can share with us?
I don't think it matters what we answer. We can answer that's right, those are only rumors, or it's a secret.
Suppose we have to say that's right, do we?
I think that's fine. The guide's not saying either way.
I'd say that's right.
Yeah, let's go
So,
with that's right.
tell us about him.
It's a long story.
I'm sure it is. One can only imagine the fascinating tales that led to you becoming the leader of the Goldwings.
Hold it right there! I'm the leader, me! Goldwings, we rock you!
Whoa! This thing on?
It's taping 2 morons right now. This is just a toy compared to the things I've invented.
Tell us, is it true that the Goldwings have thrown their support behind the Youth League?
That statement is kind of true, but not really. No!
We don't want to get caught up in other people's problems.
So many questions left to ask, but I'm afraid we're out of time. Our thanks to today's guests, High Summoner Yuna and the Goldwings.
Not bad.
You should have joined in too.
Yeah, it was more fun watching.
Lady Una, great interview. Thank you so much for helping me out. This isn't much, but consider it a token of my gratitude.
Covetous garment grid. Nice.
So, how long you been doing this? Well, after the calm came, the temples were in decline. At first, I thought the best thing I could do would be to help the temples get back on their feet. But everyone just ordered me around. I got tired of it.
You couldn't just tell them no?
That's the part of me I wanted to change. I made up my mind to leave the temple and come here to Luca. They needed people for this and they asked me to help, so here I am.
Another job you were asked to do?
I suppose nothing about me has really changed after all.
Nah, not really.
I gotta run. My next assignment is about to start. See you later, Lady Una.
She complains, but you can tell she enjoys it.
Sounds a bit like uni, don't you think?
Really?
Dr. B, care to give us your opinion?
The hardest person to know is yourself.
Hey, cut that out.
Alright, and that's kind of it for Luca. Covetous garment grid. Actually, I don't know what that does. Use drain, use osmos, but only if you go through the gates. That's probably not that useful then. I gotta start writing down my ideas, but like, I wonder how a run of 10-2 would be if you could only use garment grid abilities. You can not use attack or anything, but just the abilities by switching dress spheres. That'd be kind of interesting. The problem is,
Most of the
you would
most of the things the garment grid do, though, wouldn't help in combat necessarily.
yeah, a lot of them are like proofs and stuff, which aren't offense, right? Like, they don't deal
Yeah.
damage to anything. Alright, looks like we've already got that chest in Luca. I'm just going dock by dock, seeing if we missed anything. There's actually the Thunder Garment grid we picked up. That chest actually never respawns in any chapter, because it just has that garment grid in every single chapter, so... there will be a few chests like that where they just never, they never refill, because they have a key item. Alright, we can go to the Luca Goer's locker room or area, see if there's something. No, just a bunch of spear bait players.
We'll get involved in that in chapter 3.
That'll be fun. Not sure which one's easier, the tournament or Gunner's Gauntlet. Highest level. Not sure. There's definitely a lot more RNG associated with the sphere break, because the core sphere, like when the number gets chosen, it's just random. So if it's like 1 over and over and over, it's a lot easier to lose the game, because you can't get the points. We'll see though. Alright, now we're on the Mihan High Road. So this one, there's a lot more to do than there was in Kilika and Luca.
Is there?
Yeah, this one is...
oh, I know what this is. This is that mission with the chocobos, isn't it, or something?
Yeah. So if we want, we can start heading down the high road and engaging in combat.
Do
with
we have
whatever
to engage it on the airship, from the airship, or can we engage it just from walking the high road?
I think we should be fine. The statement was start at the south end and run northward along the linear path.
All right then, that's fine then.
Yeah, I don't. It's hard to say if it's the south end, you know. I think Xanarkin's north. We got 4 Meehan Fangs. Oh, what did they even call it? Is it still Meehan Fangs? Oh, it's wild. 4 wild wolves.
Wow, Riku's powerful.
He's doing damage. He is doing damage, that's for sure. Oh, plan, Lido, Oversoul. A little bit of Oversoul on the ice plan.
Burn!
How are we doing with abilities at the moment?
Let's check actually, because it's been a long. It feels like it's been a minute since we've learned anything. We're trying to learn Scatter Burst for Yuna, which is critically damage all enemies. Psych Thief is Sticky Fingers, which always steals items from an enemy. It's an ability. And for Pain, it's Water Gap. So we learned Klendaga, now we're trying to learn Water Gap.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're going down!
That's the spirit.
What were those Phoenix Downs? I wasn't paying attention. And we're down the high road again. It does feel quicker to go down the high road in 10-2 than it does in 10. And I don't know if that's I don't know why that is. I don't know if combat just feels faster in 10-2. It's tough to say.
I think combat is generally faster.
Yeah, I think so. It feels that way. I'm gonna claim another treasure over here. Really, a lot of this is just walking down the high road claiming treasure. We got three antidotes.
Final Fantasy X, that move was so annoying.
Oh, the speed burst.
Yeah. Especially when you fight the Sandragoras in Beaconell.
Oh, the
Golems at your service.
yeah. Yeah, that could be rough.
That's it?
I was kind of talking about it when we were doing the Pete Birdman mod, but that's actually where like some of the. I'm wondering how broken certain abilities are, like evading counter. Because like evading counter, if you get like a teleport sphere out of Blitzball, once you get the Guada Salam and the ability to customize, you can give your weapons evading counter. Which means like the Sandragora can't hit you, several enemies will never be able to hit you again. Any physical attack that's not from the boss is pretty much just avoided and you counterattack them. So I'm curious in that mod.
I didn't realize you could get evading counter that early.
Yeah, Water Salam, yeah. With Blitzball, yeah. I mean, if it's in Blitzball, you can get level 1 key spheres early, like, quote unquote. You can get them at the beginning of the Neon High Road rather than the Triple W fight. You can get Dark Matter early so you can break damage limit or get rid of it. The problem is, I've done the grind once for Dark Matter and it's for break damage it's 600 around. So it's about 120 hours, maybe.
Wow.
So what's next?
It's a long grind. But you can get it for that break damage limit if you want to be overpowered. To be honest, the only reason I did it was because I had a series going leveling up football players. It was like a journey to 99. And as a side thing, I just had to start back for that. So I was like, I might as well finish this. But, yeah, nothing like breaking damage limiting Water Salam. And being immune to all status effects. Doesn't appear that there is treasure there, and we're just kind of on our final jaunt for the travel agency. Yeah, I'm following this guide and they mentioned when we get to the agency, in bold, bypass the agency. And they got a confusing note here. It says,
Oh, oversoul.
Yeah, it says you'll basically forfeit 100% completion if you enter the agency, or maybe not. It's tough to say. What does that mean?
It's like when we're talking about Beaconell in Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
The thing that still shocks me to this day is the sandworms and how much HP they have.
Yeah, they're just an HP sink for sure. Yeah. I was doing just like a challenge. I forget which one on 10, and that had been mentioned actually in chat, where it was mentioned people really didn't like this because it felt like they didn't do a lot of damage and they just had a bunch of HP. So like it was
Ashes
just
to
like,
ashes.
of like time.
Well, when you look at it in retrospect,
Yeah.
that thing even had more HP than Ebrave, for goodness sake.
I think so, yeah. I had like 40k, 35k.
Ebrave had 32,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Good thing that thing didn't sprout. Guard the bell. Yeah. Alright, Riku has learned Sticky Fingers after this fight. I still have to make a new determination on what she's doing. Alright, so Riku learned Sticky Fingers. In terms of abilities she can learn, there's Soul Swipe, Pill for HP, Master Thief, or Flee. Pill for HP is like a drain effect, I believe. Soul Swipe is inflicts Berserk. Master Thief is an ability that steals rare items from an enemy. And Flee is just...
Well, explanatory, flee from battles. What do you think would be more applicable?
In terms of like amount of AP required, Flee only requires 10. Whereas
Oh my
Master
god,
Thief,
let's learn flee then.
yeah, we can just do Flee and then maybe Master Thief afterwards. Master Thief I really only like use to steal from bosses, and I feel like the only like benefit is sometimes you can sell the items for good money, but it depends. Yeah, I can't think of anything Master Thief steals that I've used that's been too valuable, but yeah, we'll set Flee to be learned. Yeah. We're told to bypass the agency, so we'll do that.
Coming.
Quite a few fights here. Not too bad, but frequent but easy. Yeah, Yuna's doing like 200 damage per bullet, but Riku's doing like 400 per swipe. It's
Wow.
200
And
per
it's
swipe.
and it's a double hit.
Yeah, so it's 400 total, so it's going pretty well for her. She is rocking and rolling. Funny, we see some LeBlanc goons ahead of us, but that is actually going to trigger like a Mushroom Rock Road kind of situation. and we want to do the Mian High Road, so we'll avoid them for now, so we don't start doing multiple areas at once. Got an ether, that's nice. Potion times 2 is nice. Iron Giant is done for. I'm gonna check where the Fortune Sphere is in 10 for a chest. I don't think there is one, but I just don't remember. There is no chest. All good. You learned Water Guff for, Pain. Nice. And Flee for Riku. That was a quick one. Alright. So Pain can learn Fyra, Blizzara, or Focus. Any preference on what we learn?
What are the options?
Focus, Fyra, or Blizzara.
I can't see, but tell me if I'm wrong. I can't see Focus in this game having as much use as it did in 10.
Yeah, it raises.
Because I know after a while, Black Mage does sort of become pretty redundant late game, doesn't it? Sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's like an OP like role. And I should note Focus increases users' magic, not magic defense in this game. Not both.
I reckon.
And it targets the individual. Yeah. The only, I could be wrong on this. The only reason to unlock Focus is I think it unlocks, like once you learn it, the next ability you can learn is cast black magic faster, and that's like a static ability.
Oh yeah, that could be. Yeah, learn Focus then.
Yeah, I think I'm right on that. I think White Mage has the exact same thing, where it's like you learn Reflect and then it's like White Magic level 2. I'm checking that out for Pain now, and it appears that's the case. But yeah, and then for Riku, she's trying to learn Pilfer HP because it just auto-selected. We can try to learn Pilfer HP, Master Thief, or Soul Song.
Master Thief.
Master Thief. Alright. Perfect. We'll continue on our way.
Only because stealing rare items could come in handy.
It could, yeah.
So where have we got to go to find this mission or whatever we got to do here?
So I'm on the old road right now, just claiming treasure. But I believe we have to go back to the travel agency. Yeah, the guide's a bit confusing because it says do not go to the travel agency. It says go through the high road, get to the end, then go to the travel agency. Like it's very interesting. It has a specific note about losing percentage, or yeah, like losing the ability to 100%.
That's it?
Alright, and we have 2 treasure chests to claim. We can get 3 echo screens. And 3 softs. Nice. To be honest, the real value is we just do more fights as we walk here. Those treasures aren't really that critical at all. Just kind of random items. Over here finishing all the fights. Very strong. And we learned
That's
focus.
it?
Next ability is MP Absorb that unlocks. It's also 10 AP, and it's just absorb MP from one enemy. I think once we learn this, then the black magic, like reduced cast time, appears. We want to stay on this path. Alright, I believe we're at the moment where we should enter the travel agency. We'll make our way there.
Another ability learned.
Nice. Wait, what was that? That was Scatterburst, I believe. That was Scatterburst. Alright, Yuna has an option for 2 abilities, Pot Shot or Enchanted Ammo. Any preference?
Maybe Pot Shot? I don't know.
That should be fine. Pot Shot just has damage 1 enemy, and then Enchanted Ammo just has inflict magical damage on 1 enemy. Like, they're kind of the same, but, you know.
I'd say do the...
Which one?
Do the Pot Shot one.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I feel like I kind of feel like we've learned all the really good abilities for Yuna, so we're kind of just pulling out of like what else is possible. I'm trying to remember what else. It's Pot Shot, Jam Ammo, MP Absorb learned by Pain. I hope I was right on the belief that there would be black magic levels. There is black magic level 2. Alright. So, this is now being learned. We want to stay on this one. It's just a static ability. It cuts the time required for casting black magic by 30%.
Yeah.
So it makes the cast faster. And then the next one I think is the same deal. It just cuts it even further. Alright. I don't know if we want to save here.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah, we've done quite a bit.
New file?
Probably new file, yeah.
I just want to check how long we've been recording. Okay, I'm actually gonna suggest, tell me what you think if otherwise, we end the app here and do one more episode where we do this Mihen High Road mission.
That should be fine. We haven't done any story on Mihen so far. We've just done treasure.
Yeah. Okay, folks, I'm going to end this episode here. In the next one, we will do the mission on Mihen High Road. So, join us. Like I did with Mushroom Rock, I feel like the mission here should take up one whole episode because it is quite long. So, yeah, join us in the next part 16 for that. See ya!